All right, so I'm just sitting here again. Today, I'm always by myself. I'm sitting here thinking about church. When I went to church when I was a minor, like, I basically remember the pastor saying it was a Baptist church. He said, righteous from your heart. He goes, can spare whatever you can, the offering. And then we went to school, me and my brother, and in school they said, now stand up, and they go, you have to salute to the flag, and salute to the flag. They said, now put your right hand to your heart. And I sat there, and the more I thought about it, so I got to my house. I kept thinking, I didn't say anything. I did what everyone else did, it appeared. But my thoughts was bothering me, I was like, okay, righteous from your heart, give the offering. And then I'm like, okay, now we're going to put our right hand to our heart. So I'm like, all right. So then I get to Waller Road, the bus stop, and then me and my brother's walking. It's about 2.5, 3 blocks I walk, and then right when we hit the driveway, I said, Bubba, Michael, what'd you learn in school today? He said, huh? And I said, oh. I go, you know what I learned? He goes, huh? And I go, well, righteous is from your heart. I said, remember we just got out of church and says, righteous from your heart, give the offering? And he said, uh-huh. And I said, well, righteous, I go, this is our righteous side. I don't know about them, but this is my right side. I go, that could be their right side. And, it's very, I'm kind of like, the teachers didn't even correct that. So then I'm thinking, okay, so I'm like, so if you go to school and, if you don't know your own temple, I'm like thinking that could hurt your body, we're software, I feel. I'm like thinking, well, how dare these people put me through that, and I just didn't think to tell anybody else because I I mean, the first day of school, I cried. I didn't want to go to school. I was too young to go to school, and I'm just thinking, all right. And then I started thinking about the grades and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, if the teacher taught you something, I'm like, and, if they didn't teach you something, that means they have the same grade as you have. So then I'm like, because you didn't accomplish anything out of that class. So, like, the teachers, if they failed a student or this and that, they had the same exact grade as the students. Whatever grade you have, the teacher has. Because they didn't teach you, you didn't benefit from it. You didn't learn anything from it. So I just hope this, documentation, this kind of life event, teaches you all something. You have to hear, you have to feel, you have to really listen, and it's just really sad that people, get sexting and basically they lie, and then they become habituals. I call it habituals, and they don't even know what they're doing. They just liked you. Like, I love you. Like, how could you not want to be around me? Like, that's how I feel inside. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel bad when people's driving around in cars, and I'm like, your heart is righteous from your heart. You went along saying, like, the wrong hand was like, it just hurts me. Like, how dare you even drive? Like, you don't even know what you're doing. Like, how dare you even think for yourself, basically? Like, I don't know. Like, and then people want to steal my stuff and say they're me and then think, they could do that. You could do it, but you can't be me. You can't have my heart. You can't correct yourself. If you say something, you can't correct somebody because it won't be the same action because you're not me. Do you understand? I'm not scared of anybody. It says you don't fear anyone. You cannot intimidate me in any type of form. Please understand.